Some men are coming to kill us. We're gonna kill them first.
Hello and welcome to my review of Skyfall, the 23rd film in the James Bond series, starring Daniel Craig, Naomi Harris, Judi Dench, Javier Bardem and Ray Fiennes. The film opens with James Bond, played by Daniel Craig, and field agent E, played by Naomi Harris, in search of a stolen hard drive containing names of field agents in terrorist organizations around the world. Unfortunately, the mission ends sour when Eve accidentally shoots Bond and thus is declared KIA. Though M and MI6 gets attacked, and Bond comes back into the field and is thus tasked to find this mysterious attacker. The film is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Bond series that started in 1962 with Dr. No, and people have been asking, after the underwhelming reaction of Quantum of Solace, do we really need another James Bond film? Well, I can happily say with a resounding yes, there is enough room for this series to continue. And this is a question that I actually really liked from director Sam Mendes, that he brings into the film when Mallory says to James Bond, why not stay dead? And it's kind of asking that question to us. Do we really need a Bond film? Or is Bond very relevant into these times? So I really admire those kind of questions that Sam Mendes decided to ask in that film. Daniel Craig as James Bond continues to really deliver and continues to be my favourite James Bond. I feel he's more accustomed to the character. He feels like he's very comfortable in the suit. One of the improvements I liked about the character is that the charm and wit is back. A criticism I actually made as time progressed, that I thought the character of Bond started to become a bit too bleak and a bit too dark. So I really like that Daniel Craig brought the humour into the character. But the most fun I had watching this film is Javier Bardem as Silva. He is absolutely just amazing in this film. He brings that same intensity that he had when he was playing Anshin Chigurh in No Country for Old Men. And he certainly brings that here, but he makes it very flamboyant. And it thus makes it really, for me, really hard to know what was he going to do in the next scenes following. So I think he really makes a very memorable Bond villain. And he's probably one of the most memorable Bond villains in a long time, as the previous two Bond villains that Daniel Craig had to go against weren't really that memorable. They just didn't really have any interesting features about them that really stood out. And it was a nice change to see Javier Bardem just having fun with the role. The supporting characters like Judi Dench is again fantastic, and she brings a lot of depth to the character that I felt that she brought more than she did in the previous films. And they had that really nice chemistry between Bond and them that seemed like a mother and son kind of relationship. And the character Q is very well done. I thought Ben stayed true to the character, especially when this Q is very young, and as we were used to Desmond Llewellyn and John Cleese from the previous films. And the banter that he has with Daniel Craig is very funny, it is very well written, and is one of the most entertaining parts of the film.
007. I'm your new quartermaster.
You must be joking.
Why, because I'm not wearing a lab coat?
Because you still have spots.
My complexion is hardly relevant.
Well, your competence is.
Age is no guarantee of efficiency.
And youth is no guarantee of innovation.
I'll hazard I can do more damage on my laptop sitting in my pajamas before my first cup of Earl Grey than you can do in a year in the field.
Oh, so why do you need me?
Every now and then a trigger has to be pulled.
Or not pulled. It's hard to know which in your pajamas. Q.
007.
The action sequences are beautifully shot, and that's what you get when you hire Roger Deakins, which has done cinematography work with the Coen brothers, and also with some of Sam Mendes' work on Jarhead, Revolutionary Road. The way he uses lighting in this film is other light sources, such as like the neon lights when Bond is in Shanghai, or in the scene where Silver is walking away from a burning building. You see the burning building, but you don't really see Silver, you just see a silhouette of him. So what I really liked about that, Sam Mendes has stuck that artistic integrity even within an action film or a James Bond film in particular. The only minor criticism I have of the film is the Bond girls. Not to say they were bad. Naomi Harris and Berenice Marlowe were gorgeous to look at and played their roles very, very well, except Severine in particular just felt she was just a little bit of like a plot device. She didn't bring anything to the story. It just felt like Bond needed something, so he goes up to her, asks her where her poi is, and she takes him here, and that's it. I just felt that, you know, the character wasn't really needed. You could have just replaced it with like maybe a man, and it wouldn't be any difference. But again, minor nitpick, and it doesn't detract the quality of the film. Overall, this is the Bond film I've been waiting for a long time. I highly recommend it to anyone that loves action movies and especially to Bond fans. And this is my favourite blockbuster of the year. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy watching my review. Send your comments down below and tell me what you liked or disliked about the film and explain why. I'm very open to opinions. And you can also follow me on Twitter. Just follow the information box down below. And I'll be updating you with movie news or upcoming video reviews I'll be shooting soon. So that's my 2 cents, and I'll see you later. Take care.